Strictly about this is not just for the gospel. Things like, oh, you've been using me, you want to keep using me, and I say
thank you for tuning in. Concerning this usual artist disagreement between Eze Consent and Mercy Chinwo Bless, you guys all know the viral saga. Eze Consent explain every bit of their relationship, like how Mercy Chinwo signed agreement with him, like after some years, and how things fall apart. Like she really keep to the agreement, guys. Like I don't want to believe that my message will bless is greedy, But I, as a consent, explain so many things in this video. But to my own opinion, I think these people should come together again. Guys, I don't know what you think about this, but I think message should forget about she's suing her boss, what the person did wrong. But that very day that the person, stand by you, sacrifice for you, I think we should consider that. People are saying that Pastor Bless is behind all these guys. I don't know, because I don't want to, at the end of this video, I don't want somebody to come and sue me, guys. So please, I am here for peace. I think they should just forget about the whole drama and come together and make peace. And I'm just ending my own opinion, guys. Like you, as I said, you have the right to end your own opinion. I may not know what your thoughts are, so please stick around to the end, like this video, share. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on your bell notification icon to get notified all the time. So my amazing returning subscribers, God bless you all. I love you guys. Please don't forget to like this video. Let's listen to Eze Consent, guys.
okay, so one of the things that we have been privy to, this is not strictly about, this is not just for the gospel. Generally, if you study the ecosystem of the industry, you would always find cases where after a few years, when the talents, or some talents, not all, of course, I choose to make exception because, of course, I've encountered Minister GC and a couple of others. When they found some level of expression, they tend to forget the journey, what they had agreed to, what they had signed to, how they started, and normally that sense of greed. You hear things like, oh, you've been using me, you want to keep using me, and I say, you used the label first because the label started investing money in you at the beginning, and at that time, from the beginning, you were not bringing proceeds. Now, the only reason you can be used is because you're useful. It's a case of two parties, maximizing their values. You use me, I use you. We mutually bring value, and we benefit from the proceeds of that value we brought together. But it's been the case. This is not privy to, me or my experience. I can name them. There are a couple of them out there from history. You find issues, label and artist issues, or contractual breach. Some would refuse to keep to whatever has been agreed to. Some claim, oh, I'm not getting, I want more. Sometimes it's as a result of greed. Sometimes several things just lead to it. And yeah, it happens. But what do? We would not, for the sake of, God had angels in heaven. Some decided to rebel, right in heaven. I usually say, how did pride get into Lucifer? Heaven is referred to as a place that is holy and of no sin. How did pride get into the heart of Lucifer? Let's go further. What did Lucifer convince the angels who rebelled against God, to join him? So you would always find the Lucifers in that ecosystem. You always find the rebels in that system. That's not to say there are not some that are good. Just the same way, you'd also find some labels that are also not fantastic. They do not keep to their own path. One of the things I like to make reference to on us is that when we identify talents, we make a lot of efforts in developing their craft. You can see this by going to their success story from what they were 2-3 years before they identified with the label. I don't know if you understand. If you check Minister GC, 5 years before Easy Concept, you'll see 5 years before and 5 years after. There's a growth. It means that we've put in some level of work. Whilst we appreciate the talents of the artist, we all know that talent is not enough. Music costs money. If you didn't need a label, you wouldn't have been excited to take the car they give to you, the house they buy for you. The money is going into quality production. Production is expensive. Promotion is expensive. And these things cost money. So you can't say, oh, someone spends all of these monies and then they shouldn't have expectation, if you know what I mean. So I think that there should be proper, I don't know how that solution would happen, if it will ever happen, between the labels and the artists, for them to sit down and come to a common ground where the labels play their own parts of the bargain as agreed, same as the artists playing their own parts. That's the only way we can have a successful ecosystem. How do I mean? That ecosystem is structured for interdependence, not independence. The artist will not succeed without some level of financing. The label will also not succeed without an artist. So we both need ourselves, and it's important that we all start receiving sense to do what is right. Else it will be affecting the growth of the ecosystem.